5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
What the fuss?
And that's the game right there. You really thought you had a chance against
Some
me.
people always talking shit. What the fuss? So tell me why they talking shit. What the fuss? Fuss around and find out.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Gifted-IsTheTruth. And on today's episode of What the Fuss, I want to talk about family. Love your family. Spend time with your family as much as possible. And I say this because a lot of the times, a lot of us are really not connected to our families the way that we should be. Some of us are very estranged to our families. Some of us are estranged to our mothers, our fathers. Might have had arguments with sisters and brothers, and you don't contact with that person for years. You know what I'm saying? You have no contact. You don't even speak with that person for years because of something trivial, something small. And in today's time right now, with the things with everything that's going on in this world right now, everybody needs to take time to love one another, and especially your family. You know what I'm saying? Loving your family is very crucial. If you haven't spoken to your mom in a while, give her a call. Say thank you. Let your mom know, let your dad know, let your auntie know, let your grandma know. Let them know that you love them. You know what I'm saying? Because they sacrificed a lot for you to be here. And then some people may disagree. Some people may say, hey, my parents put me through hell. My family put me through hell. My family is taking me through a whole lot. And I don't want to deal with my family. But at the end of the day, family is all you got. Family is all you have. And you know what? And I'd rather have my family than to be without my family, especially in times of need. In times of need is definitely when you need your family. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's for them to come around, a phone call, a simple hello, to be able to have family gatherings, man, to eat food. Sundays used to be a time where everybody could come around to the house and everybody could sit around the table and eat and talk about what's going on in their life, to try to figure out, what's the next best step for the family. A lot of families get separated when there's a loss of life. One of our family members passed away. They might have been the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. They had the house, and once they pass away, now it becomes a family full of division. Everybody's worried about the money. If your family got property and they got a house, as a family, come together and try to keep that house so that you can have a family home, versus the family being separated and things like that, because there's a lot of us out here that don't have family. Some people don't have their mother. They don't have their father. They lost both their parents at a young age. Some people might have never known what a mother or a father was at birth. Raised by a sister, raised by a brother, and that's why, I'm trying to say it's very important that the family that you do have, and family don't always necessarily have to be blood. Family can be someone, a friend, someone that you shared time with. Family can be someone from the military, someone that you went to school with, someone that you shared a sport with. Family is who you decide to make it. Family is those people that show up in times of need, even when it's not a time of need. They just show up. You can live on one side of town and that person come all the way on another side of town to spend 5-10 minutes with you. You know what I'm saying? That's family. That's love. Because right now, this world, man, is so chaotic right now, and there's so much stress in this world right now that, man, I wish I could be with my family as much as I possibly can. And it's kind of difficult for me because I've been used to being by myself for so long that, it's hard to make that initial step. all my family, all my family have been grown and taught, independence, so a lot of my family, even though my family is very large and everything, a lot of us, we just like to be to ourselves, but, like I say, love your family as much as you possibly can, because family is all you got, and family is everything, whether they're blood, whether they're friends, someone from the community, it's anyone that you desire to be your family. Love that person. Say hello to that person. Reach out to that person. Let that person know that you're thinking about them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us are out here trying to navigate this world by ourselves, and then it gets to a point where a person will say, man, I've been out here doing everything out here so much on my own, by myself, for myself. I'm used to being by myself. That's me. I'm used to being by myself. But right now, I'm sitting in a fucking wheelchair, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I need my family right now. I need my family around me more than anything. Not as a financial situation or anything like that. It's more of a moral comfort, moral support, mental health, the reassurance that I know that people got my back, the reassurance that I know that if I need to make a phone call and I need to talk to someone is going to be there to listen without judgment, yeah. Maybe I make sense, maybe I don't, I can expand on this situation a whole lot further, but that's not what I'm trying to do at this point. I'm just trying to say, man, love your family, man. Take time to reach out to your family. If y'all haven't spoken to each other in years for whatever reasons, take time to reach out. Stop worrying about who's going to make the initial step to apologize. I have taken the higher road so many times and apologized for things that wasn't even my fault. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, sometimes things got to be done if you want it to be done. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, reach out to your loved ones. Check up on your loved ones. Check up on your elderly loved ones, your elderly family members. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they in good health and good spirit as well. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody need a smile and everybody need a little bit of love and a hug in their life. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, I'm going to see y'all next time on What the Fuzz.